Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Mary and I give you guys an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you grabbed a snack, stayed for a while, and click the subscribe button. I would love to have you. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you more than you know. So as you can tell by the title of the video, today we are going to do a little bit of a get ready with me. Today is my 35th birthday, June 7th. I think I'll be posting this video up tomorrow, so you'll be seeing this the day after my birthday. But as soon as the twins wake up from their nap, we are going to go out to eat, celebrate, and I will definitely be having a margarita. My new Chanel Oversized powder bronzer came in as well, so I decided, you know what, I'm going to get ready. I'm going to put makeup on. Let me just get ready with my beautiful subscribers and talk a bit, review this new product that just came in, and yeah, so let me go ahead and bring you on in closer, and that way we can get started with this get ready with me video. Alright guys, let's talk about this new bronzer real quick. It is the Les Beiges Oversized Healthy Glow Sun-Kissed Powder, and I purchased the shade medium. They do have 3 shades available. I purchased it through Nordstrom. For some reason, it's still not available on the Chanel website, which is the same for the medium shade in the cream formula. This one has an 18-month shelf life and it was made in Italia. Let me tell you some details. For some reason, it is no longer available at Nordstrom, which is where I purchased it. It retails for $88 after taxes, everything. I paid $95.27 for this one bronzer. A sun-kissed powder embossed with the iconic rounded square housed in an extra large version of the emblematic Les Beiges Compact, an ultra lightweight cream powder texture for creating a naturally bronzed look. 3 shades are available, ranging in intensity for a subtle sun-kissed complexion. So, I mean, it sounds wonderful, right? But it is Chanel and it is expensive. Here is the component, and as you can tell, it is pretty large. Here is the cream bronzer right next to it, but it's only the actual compact that is extra large. I feel like the actual pan of the bronzer is like normal size, so I feel like the compact it's what makes it seem like it's really oversized more than anything. But here it is, there it is, so pretty. The embossment is beautiful and I cannot wait to put this on my face. So let's start with this get ready with me. All right guys, so this week I started a new rotation of a foundation and a concealer, and I really wanted to wear a foundation and concealer combo that I truly enjoy because obviously I'm going to take some pictures for my birthday. So I went in with the new Makeup Forever HD Skin, and I just went ahead and added the concealer to the mix. Why not? I love both of these products. The foundation is in 2N26 and the concealer is in 30, and I think Deep Sand is the shade. I already primed my face and I have all of my skincare and all of that that's been sitting a tiny bit on my face. So let's get this on, shall we? All right, so I purchased the Mini just because I have so many foundations, and honestly I wish more brands did that because then I wouldn't feel so wasteful, you know? Like, if I go through this bottle, great. I don't wear enough foundation and that often to go through a whole bottle. At least not yet. The twins are still kind of small, and like honestly, putting on makeup every day is not really appealing to me. At least not like first thing in the morning. So this shade was a tiny bit dark when I first purchased it, but it seems to be working well now. All right, they are cutting the grass outside. Sorry guys. I did forget to mention I used the Sonia G Classic Base, and now I'm going to jump in to the concealer. I'm going to add just a tiny bit. You guys already know I don't like too much. I'm going to jump in to the mini base from Sonia G. Such a great combo. I love it. Okay, so for the bronzer and the contour, I'm going to use the KKW. This is in Contour 1. And then the Chanel Les Beiges Cream Bronzer, bronzing before I put powder on. Right, now I'm going to set my face, and you guys already know the trick that I use for my under eyes, where I set it with setting spray very lightly before going into powder. Seems like my under eyes wanted to act like they were 35 even before they turned 35. I'm going to jump into my NARS Translucent Crystal Pressed under eye powder. I think it's an under eye powder, I'm not sure. But I typically use a puff. For some reason, every time I use a brush to set my under eyes, they just crease like horribly. I make sure all the creases are gone and lightly set. Okay, now I'm going to set my face. I always set it. You guys already know that if you've been here for a while. The new Dominique Cosmetics Translucent Powder has become a favorite. Almost every single time I do my makeup, I use this just because it's so nice. It literally leaves my skin looking so soft and smooth, almost like a baby's bottom. I don't know what magic she put in this little jar, but it is amazing and I love it. All right, I was going to jump into the Chanel powder bronzer, but I think I'm going to jump into the eyes next just because I want to get it done and over with. I'm going to use the Natasha Denona Glam Face palette. This is the light one out of the two. I will be using the eyeshadows, the blush, and the highlighter for today. Might as well just kill 3 birds with 1 stone. And I'm probably just going to speed up through this process just because I don't want this video to be super long. All right, guys, I am back. I went ahead and added a tiny bit of mascara and I did my eyebrows off camera. I went in to the Gucci pencil. This is that one that reminds me of, it's like a powder pencil. And then I went into the Patrick Ta gel. I love that gel. Literally keeps my brows in place all day. I forgot how much I enjoy this palette. It is so pretty. Cannot wait to dig into the blush. I kind of accidentally did just a tiny bit, but I stopped myself before I finished up the cheeks because I still have to go into the bronzer. Okay, so now we can finally dig into this powder bronzer. And like I said, I feel like the component is what is extra large rather than the actual pen itself. It only has 0.53 ounces in here, which is not a whole lot if you ask me. There is the shade again. I'm going to swatch it so we could see. Ooh, it's very soft, very soft. That's what it looks like. Swatch it right here. So I feel like it has a little bit of radiance, just a tiny bit. Let's compare it to, so this one definitely looks darker than the powder, and I feel like it is. Let me swatch it right next to it. Yeah, so I feel like the cream one is more of a true medium than the powder itself. Okay, now let's go in. I did bring 2 different brushes. This is like an Ofra brush, and it's like a very fluffy one, and this one is from Ariel and Morphe, the A3.2. Let's start with this one. I'm going to dig right into it. Very powdery. I don't like using the mirrors of what I'm using because I always dig the end of my brush into it. So if you ever wonder, like I said, I did start putting on some blush, but I stopped myself. Let's see if we can see this bronzer. Okay. And I think you can definitely see it. Okay, good. I was afraid you were not going to be able to because of the swatch. And it's actually building up pretty decently because I feel like sometimes luxury brand bronzers, you really have to build them up sometimes. This one's building up fairly easily, which is really nice. That's a pretty color. Looking nice and bronzed. I'm liking it. Like I said, I wasn't sure you were going to be able to see the shade, but you can, which is good. And again, I do have that like burn here. Here, I don't know why it's kind of getting a tiny bit patchy. I have burned myself right here on the forehead so many times this past like week. It's a little frustrating. Okay, now we're going to jump in to the blush in this palette, which for me personally, I do have to really build it up. This is a fluffy Morphe brush. It's like Y5, I think is the name of the brush, and it's faded, so I don't even know for sure. So I'm really digging into this blush. As you can tell, that's what I have to do in order to actually pick up a decent amount so that you can actually see it. And like I said, it's like a cream to powder type of formula, so it doesn't stay tacky on the cheeks, which is nice. I also put some on my nose. I like that sun-kissed look. Okay, and because I'm a little extra, I am going to jump in to the Dominique Cosmetics. This is in soft pink, and I'm going to put some of this on top just because it's my birthday and I can be extra if I want, you know? All right, now I'm jumping in to the highlighter in this palette, and this one is a powder formula. It's not like a cream to powder, it's a powder formula. I'm using a Sigma and Brianna Fox 5. It's a beautiful highlight. It literally melts right into your skin. I like to put some right here. And then right on top of my eyebrows. All right, so before I finish off, I did want to do a tiny bit of swatch comparisons. You already saw the one where it's the powder Chanel and then the cream Chanel, wear it underneath. Significantly darker when you swatch it. I feel like once you blend it out, it does sheer out a tiny bit, but you can't really compare cream to powders, but I just wanted you to see what the medium shade in the powder looked like against the medium shade in the cream. All right, and on this hand, I went ahead and swatched the Chanel against all of the other luxury brand powder bronzers that I own in my collection. So at the very top is the new Chanel that I just purchased and I have on right now. Right underneath that is the Guerlain. This is the Terracotta Light. I picked it up in shade 03 medium warm. Right underneath that is the Dior. This is the Dior Forever Natural Bronze in 05 Warm Bronze. That's this one right here. Right underneath that is the Charlotte Tilbury, the Airbrush Bronzer in 2 Medium. Right here. Right underneath that is the Victoria Beckham, but it's only the darker shade out of the two right here. And right underneath that is the Lila B. This is in B Sunkissed. This is fairly new to my collection. And then I did swatch right here. I wasn't sure I was going to swatch it just because I feel like this Kevyn Aucoin, the Neo Bronzer in Sunrise Light, is more of a sculpting shade than a bronzer shade for me, but I have used it as a bronzer and I do enjoy it a tiny bit. It's right here. So as you could tell, it's not really warm compared to the other ones. It has pink in it, kind of like the Victoria Beckham. Yeah, so those are the swatch comparisons. All right, guys, and here is the final look. I decided just to leave it without any lashes. Honestly, I don't feel like dealing with lashes right now. Okay, for the lips, I went in to Christian Audet lip liner in Smooches. It's the collab they did with Mel Thompson, and the Christian Audet lip gloss in Ray, which is the collab that they did with Tara Lynn. I love this combo. It is a new favorite. Okay, but how awesome does my makeup look? My base looks banging. Everything is just perfect. Absolutely perfect. I did forget to mention about the Chanel bronzer. It has the same scent that the cream one does, but I feel like it lingers a tiny bit more in the cream one than it does in the powder. And this one, it's a little bit more soft, more subtle, probably because it's a powder and not a cream. Okay, but yeah, so what do I think about this bronzer? I think it is a beautiful formula. I did forget to mention that when I swatched it, it felt very soft, very velvety, just almost like clouds or cotton. I don't know, it was just very, very soft. I don't think any of the luxury brand bronzers that I swatched today felt quite like this one. It is a beautiful bronzer, but geez, I don't know, $88? That's just ridiculous if you ask me. How is it that the cream one is $50 and this one is $80? Like, are you telling me you're charging $33 more just because of this extra large like component? Because there's only 0.53 ounces in here. So literally half an ounce. It's crazy. That is crazy. So even though it is an absolutely beautiful formula, I love how it looks. I definitely feel like it looks very natural. I just don't feel like it's worth the $88 that they are charging. Once you pay tax and everything, you're gonna pay over $90 for just one bronzer. That's crazy if you ask. All right, guys, well, thank you so much for joining me and getting ready for my birthday makeup. I think it came out absolutely beautiful. It's definitely a super soft glam look, which is what I typically go for most of the time. Yeah, so I enjoyed getting ready with you guys, and I picked some of my favorite makeup that some of these I forgot about, like that Natasha Denona face palette. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope we had fun. And if you own some of these products, I hope I reminded you that you own some of these products and you picked them up and put them to good use. Okay, with that being said, I would love it if you gave this video a big thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it, and you would definitely help me out in the algorithm of hopefully bringing some new and fresh eyes to my channel. And if you haven't done so already, I would love it if you joined my small YouTube family by clicking the subscribe button. I would love to have you. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.